Hi guys, welcome back. So this is the third video of the Weekend Dev Challenge 29. So here we are working on a small project that is the HealthPulse Dashboard Project. So in this, what basically we are doing is basically we need a few meaningful insights about the activity patterns and what the activity, the trends look like for some inactive users, and we have to identify the inactive users in that particular website. So that is why we are building this. So what we are doing is basically uh, collecting all the health analytics this thing data from processed from the wearable devices like watch and all, and then we see how many steps did user walk, or how many calories did he burn, or did he walk or not, is he using it or not. So all this we'll see, and we'll try to identify inactive users. So here we have certain queries. So let's go one by one. The tables, as you can see, we have two tables: user table followed by health logs table. So the first task is to fetch all users. So one simple query for fetch all users is basically select star from users. Select star from users, and we have to order it by user ID. We have to order it by one thing, so we'll order it by user ID. So it goes on from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all. So this is what the first query is done. Now second query, what we have to do is select all rows from health logs table ordered by log date. Now select star from health log table order by log date. Very simple query. Now we have analytics query. Now this query says the third query is basically daily activity summary. So for each date, we have to count how many active users were there, how many steps, average step was taken, and round it off to 2 decimal places and sort the results in day wise. So let's see the query. So first is select log date, whatever date that has been mentioned, and then count total number of distinct user IDs that was active on that particular day as active users. Round it off to 2 decimal places for the average steps. So we have to take average steps and round it off to 2 decimal places from health logs table. Now group it by log date, order it by log date. Date wise, it will be giving you all the required information. Now the next query says we have to join users and health logs table first. Calculate the per user average for steps, calories, and sleep hours. So these three things we have to calculate and round it off to 2 decimal places. Simple. Select username, round it off to 2 decimal places. What average steps, round it off to 2 decimal places. Average calories, round it to 2 decimal places. Average sleep, round it to 2 decimal places. From the users table, now join it with health logs table H. You have to join using something. Something should be similar. So that primary key and the foreign key is basically user ID. We have user ID as a key in both the tables, that is user table and health logs table. So we are using join with the user ID. Group by user ID. We have to group it again by user ID. Now we have 2 more queries left. The next query basically says calculate total number of steps taken by each individual user and sort it by the total steps in the descending order. So we have to select the take the total number of steps walked by individual user and then sort it in the descending order. So select username followed by the number of steps taken as average steps. From users table, join health logs table, again the same thing, using the primary key to join. Now group by user ID, sort it by order it by total number of steps in descending order. So now maximum number of steps taken by one user will be displayed first, followed by in the decreasing order. Now comes the last query. How do we identify the inactive users? So we'll take a period of 30 days and we'll see which user is not active in the past 30 days or which user has not logged in only. Alright, so how do we do that? Is select username followed by the max of the last active date. So where do we consider this max? I'll show you. Now from users table, left join health logs table. Why are we using left join? Because it shows all the entries without health logs as well. Now on basis of the user ID, that is the primary key, group by user ID. See, now it comes having last active date should be less than 30 days. That is basically if the date is more than 30 days from now, if the last active was more than 30 days back, then we consider him as inactive. Or if the last active is null, if the user is not active only, then we consider it again as inactive. So that's it in this video. I'll just run the program once. Okay. So this is the raw data, that is the base tables, data of the base table. This is the health logs of each individual user. Now daily activity, if we go, you can see user, active user 3500 steps, second one is 3000 steps, third one is 5000 steps, and so on. It keeps on giving the user with the number of average steps, user averages. This is the username, average step, average calorie, and average sleep, all rounded after 2 decimal places. Most active user, you can see total number of most steps is the total number of most active user, and it goes on in the decreasing order. Inactive users, you can see inactive users, these users last active date was this following, this particular date. So If somebody's last inactivity was more than 30 days, then we consider them as inactive user. So let me submit the program. The test case have passed and ready for this video also in the next video. Thank you.